up, man? Welcome back to the Standard Underground. I'm here with a very important guest. This woman right here has graduated from Temple University. She has her own podcast, her own platform, and she's also a former dancer. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have Khristin Charity. Khristin, how you doing? Welcome to the Standard Underground.
Hey, how are you? I'm good.
Good, man. Good. I'm glad for you to join us today.
I'm happy to be here.
So with you. All right. Today we want to talk about, being a woman in America, and not only being a woman, being a black woman in America.
Yeah.
Um, so first and foremost, what is it like to be a woman in America?
Um, Being a woman in America, it's it has its ups and downs. I think I like being a woman, other than the monthly gift that we, get every month. That part's not too fun, but um, it comes with a lot, like just having to uh really show that you are worthy of whatever it is that you're going for. And then being a Black woman on top of that, you have to push even harder. So, for most of us, we hear like you have to work twice as hard to get half as much. But being a Black woman, you have to work like 4 times as hard to get half as much. And so I would say that's kind of just the reality of being a Black woman in America. But it makes you work hard, it pushes you. And yeah.
Um, do you ever feel like there would be a change on how women are viewed in society?
Um, I mean, I hope so. I think slowly we're getting there, but we still have like a long, long way to go. I think it's just more so teaching the other gender um, just how to treat us as human beings, and making sure the law reflects that, so that make it so that they can understand from their standpoint, how some of the rules and regulations that happen are not best for us and how they're not conducive for us. Um, and yeah, so I think it's just more so a thing of educating the other gender, even educating ourselves as women, to push things forward. So we've come somewhat at a better place, but we still have a long way to go.
So, what's the most challenging thing being a black woman? Because they say, the most disrespected person in the world is a black woman. So, what's the most challenging thing for you as a black woman?
I think the most challenging thing is um, just receiving support, because we get backlash from everywhere, from all sides, whether they're part of another race or even from our men. So I would say that's like the the hardest part about being a Black woman. And then, you know, because we do so much, we care for so many people, we wear so many hats. I think it's easy for us to forget to take care of ourselves. And so I feel like there is more of a movement of working on mental health and realizing, okay, like, you know, in order for you to take care of other people, you need to start with yourself. But as Black women, that is definitely a challenge to remember to take care of ourselves because we're so busy taking care of everybody else.
So what, as black men, what can we do to treat our women better specifically? Is it to be more understanding, or is there a key factor that we're missing in our society and how in our culture today? Like, where's the disconnect?
Um, I would say, yeah, like just being more supportive, and yeah, being more understanding. I think for us as Black women, we do our best to understand you all, which is why we go so hard to bat for you all when anything happens, because we just know how the society treats Black men. And so we would like for that to be reciprocated. It shouldn't be a thing of, oh, uh, she's pretty or nothing like that. Just the fact that she's a Black woman, she can understand your experience, you know, maybe not to a T, but better than anybody else can. And so just recognizing that and realizing that she has a lot on her shoulders too. Um, and so, yeah, I think just being supportive and trying to be more understanding and really listening and um, just respecting her as a woman and as a person in general.
So, what is the major thing or the major change that you've seen in society from how we treat our women then versus now? Uh-oh. I got that one question on the standard underground. We got them.
Uh, that's um, a hard one. Uh, I don't know. I feel like back in the day and today, there's like pros and cons for each. Um, like I would say today, I think just because of the women empowerment movement, some men are maybe more understanding, or like Black men, I think, are more understanding of a hardworking woman. Whereas back in the day, like, you know, women worked, but it was like around the house, and you wanted your woman around the house. But now I think we're at a point where that's not a big thing. But as far as treatment, I don't I don't know. Like I would say like it that one's harder. Like when I think of, you know, my father and how he treats my mom, you just don't really see that too much today. But at the same time, I know that a lot of the treatment that does happen, the bad treatment that happens today, I know that that's nothing new. It just seems more apparent because we have social media and we can connect to each other quicker and faster. And it's harder for guys to like really be sneaky compared to back in the day because you didn't have all that. So they could be sneaky. So it's like, I don't really know if much really changed, to be honest, but I do know like um, men like my father that are just very respectful, loving, just all about their woman, just they're far and few. I'm not going to say they don't exist, but they're they're not as, you know, rampant, I guess. I don't really like that word, but I guess that's the word.
It's very interesting that you brought up that point about your father. So can you elaborate how important is it for a female or a Black female to have their father in their life?
I think it's very important because for a woman, your father is supposed to be your first love. And so, you know, when I was little, my father used to take me and my sister out on dates to show us, you know, what we need, like what we should expect when a guy takes us out on a date. And so I think stuff like that and knowing what love feels like is very important. And, you know, not a lot of people unfortunately can go without having a father in their life. Like my mom, for instance, she grew up without her father in her life. And so there was definitely two routes she could have taken: the route of, you know, kind of finding somebody like her father who just wasn't there, wasn't loving, or the route that she took, she she has a younger brother, but she saw how his father was in his life and how respectful he was, and kind of modeled that as to what she was looking for in a man. And she was blessed to find my father. So I think a lot of women who don't have a father in their life, they miss out on that first love, and you have to kind of unfortunately like learn what it is and how you need to be loved. And a lot of the times that you'll end up in, they might end up in a toxic situation because they just don't know.
So, with this being said, I feel like that y'all do have it harder as women and as Black women, but I also feel that you guys are more united than the Black men. Like whether it's y'all being city girls or y'all like the unity. I like seeing that from you guys because I feel like we don't have that as Black men. At most times we're always at war each other with each other. So how do you guys become and get on that one sync, and how can we as Black men take that from you, not take it, but share that with you guys, that we can all be on one sync and work together, because it's always like we're fighting amongst each other. It's like crabs in the bucket or crabs in the barrel. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's interesting. Obviously, I'm not a guy, so I don't see everything from a male's perspective. I feel like a lot of the things that get shown is a lot of Black women kind of at war with each other. Um, but you're right, in actuality, we do come together. And I would say we do that because at the end of the day, we're all we have. Like, we get hate from everywhere else. And so to be able to be around somebody that just gets it and understands, and I don't have to be strong around you. I don't have to wear my cape around you. I can be me. I can be vulnerable. I can be weak. I can be sensitive. And so I think that's why we come together, because it's like I don't have to code switch or pretend around you. And I think that's what really unifies us. Realizing that we can be both Megan Thee Stallion and Meghan Markle, like we can have both worlds. And so I think that's what really brings us together. And I think, as for you guys, I think that should be the same thing. Like, nobody else understands y'all other than y'all, like, so just coming together on that common ground, and just being able to bond. And I know that, like, for men, especially Black men, we don't teach you guys how to express your emotions. And so I think that's also the thing that might be having y'all at war with each other, is because y'all don't truly know how to express how y'all feel and how to be vulnerable around each other, because it's always, you have to be this macho man. So I think once more men can kind of break that stereotype on you guys and learn to be vulnerable with each other, I think that'll help y'all, and then maybe help us, and then we'll maybe be able to see eye to eye, hopefully.
I just cracked the code right there. So, moving on, let's talk about your platform, your podcast. How is Young Black and the Real going?
It's going pretty good, pretty good. We just put out an episode today, which I guess when this comes out, it will be yesterday. But yeah, it's going good. We just put out episode 22. We just have fun, talk about a multitude of things like you do here on the Standard Underground. We have the fun, lighthearted conversations, and then the deep conversations. We talk about relationships, voting, what's happening in this world, especially with 2020. There was a lot of stuff that, happened. So, we talk about all of that. So, yeah.
The point you said that. Make sure y'all go vote. Hey,
Yeah.
vote.
Very important. Very important.
Vote. So what was some of the challenges? Like, what episode are you on now? What was the challenges? Getting your platform going, and what's your future plans for it?
Um, the challenges, I would say The biggest challenge was just getting over the fear of just doing it, you know, like, and then reaching out to people just because I'm a pretty quiet person, pretty to myself. So, you know, once I got over that, it was pretty easy. And then I would say, like, for me, another bigger challenge is like the marketing part, because I'm not a big fan of marketing. So just kind of getting over that and realizing that's a part of, you know, podcasting. And if I want people to listen, I got to put it out there. So, but yeah, so I did that. And then um we're hoping to finish up season 1 in like December. And then, so right now we're just audio. So we're on like Spotify and Apple Podcasts and, you know, other podcasting platforms. But hopefully at the start of next year, we can go on to be a visual podcast along with the audio. So yeah, that's the hope.
Good luck, man. So, how long did it take for you to receive the support? Because I feel like the hate comes a whole lot quicker than the support.
um, I mean, I didn't really have any hate from it. Um, I feel like I've just had support. Like I haven't received any hate. So yeah, like there was that. And I was afraid that, because I rebranded, so Young Black and Real was not the original name of the podcast when I first started. It was called Manifesting Greatness. But I just realized the way I was doing it, it wasn't really aligning with what I had originally planned, which is fine. But I was just like, I was nervous to rebrand because I was just like, well, I already put it out here. What are people going to think? But everyone was very receptive to the change. And I think it was just for the better.
So, what's next? What's some of your future plans? Other, now that you have your platform, what are you planning on doing next?
I have a project that I'm working on. It's not ready to be or like talked about too much just yet.
Let it go on the standard underground. I'm tired of y'all. Y'all, a lot of y'all got a secret projects. Y'all need to let it go on this platform. No, I'm just fine. That's
But
just,
I'm hoping to put it out there, give y'all a taste like next month. I'm hoping.
I'm gonna be on the lookout. I'll be listening to Young Black and Real like every week. You guys support it here. Um, well, that's what's up, man. I appreciate you for stopping by the Standard Underground and dropping dropping not only wisdom to you know the supporters on here, but me as well because I gained some information that I didn't know. So appreciate you for coming through.
Thank you for having me. This is fun.
Thanks, man. Hey, man, make sure y'all go check out the Young Black and Real on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, man. Anything else you want to tell the people, Khristin, before we let you go?
uh Go vote, man. Go vote, please. You know, it's important. You cannot have this bonehead as our president no more. If you're a Trump supporter, I don't care. I'm coming for him. Like,
All right, man. Well, thank you for coming in.
thank you for having me.